Hey, it's WaneedaWrestling, y'all. How's it going, guys? Oh my goodness, there is so much I want to talk to you guys about. But first and foremost, I want to say thank you guys. Oh my gosh, I reached 100 subscribers, guys. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, I'm like beyond thrilled. And I'm like, I know a lot of people are like, yo, it's only like 102 subscribers to be exact. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate the support I have been getting from you guys. Like, I know I sound like a broken record, but I'm like legitimately just so happy. Like, I didn't even think I would be like getting this far and stuff like that. So it really means a lot to me. And again, I'm getting to do what I love and stuff like that, and that is to talk about wrestling and stuff like that. So I am just as happy as can be. So thank you guys so much for helping me reach this milestone of 100 subscribers. You guys are awesome. I want to go ahead and first talk to you guys about my experience that I had when I went to San Antonio for St. Patrick's Day slam, right? Slam. I have to tell you guys, it was not the best experience at all. As some of you guys know, I have been traveling and stuff like that for quite some time and stuff like that, going to AEW shows and stuff like that. And out of the year that I have been traveling, going to shows, I'll be honest with you guys, I honestly didn't think I was going to make it to San Antonio. There was, I guess, something that happened, or still to this day, like right now, I still don't know. So I got to the airport the morning of March 16th, going to get on my flight, early morning flight, because I wanted to get there as early as possible. And my flight took off. This was with American Airlines, and we are an hour into the flight, and I hear, because I have my headphones on or whatever, I'm not really paying attention, and all of a sudden I hear them saying something about them having issues connecting to Wi-Fi. And so they were saying something about, they were going to have to, try to reboot, to see if they can get the Wi-Fi to come back on. But, there was nothing of concern or anything like that. And this was like the one day I was like, I wasn't going to be connected to Wi-Fi. I was just going to be listening to some music and stuff like that and just chill out, because it was still fairly early, at least for me anyway. Next thing I know, they come back on the intercom, and again, I'm not hearing really, anything, whatever, but then I hear the word Tampa, and I was like, okay, what's happening here? So take off the headphones, and next thing I know, they make the announcement that the airplane has to turn around and go back to Tampa. And I was like, wait, what? Like, over Wi-Fi? Like, what's going on here? Now, mind you, nobody is saying anything. At this point, no one with American Airlines is coming on the intercom and saying anything else other than the fact that they have to return to Tampa. And mind you, we're already an hour into the flight. So we're like halfway into Texas. And yet they're saying that we have to turn all the way and go back. And I'm over here thinking, why is this happening? And again, there's no type of explanation. There's nothing going on. And so at this point, like, okay, my mind is starting to run, because I'm like, oh my gosh, like, is something happening to the plane? And, whatever. Of course I get, I start getting all these crazy thoughts in my mind, and I'm over here like, oh my gosh. And I'm not going to lie to you guys. I panicked. I started getting scared, because I'm like, yo, am I not going to make it? Like, what's happening here? Like, I was legitimately freaked out, guys, to the point where, I'm not going to lie. Like, I started, saying my prayers, asking for forgiveness, because again, like, this is happening. No one with American Airlines is saying absolutely nothing to us to try to reassure us, other than the fact that, you know, they have to go back. I mean, initially, the only thing that they were saying is talking about them having issues with Wi-Fi. And it wasn't until I heard, I guess someone across from me, like, literally try to flag down like an attendant and stuff like that, and to be like, hey, like, what's happening? What's going on? And the attendant said something along the lines of there's being mechanical issues. So guys, like, legitimately my heart dropped. I was like, oh my gosh, like, what? So like, literally the whole time, like, I'm literally like on the edge of my seat. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, what's happening here? Like, I'm like holding my breath. I'm like, oh my gosh, am I gonna make it? I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. Like, am I gonna make it? You know, like, that's literally, because I've never have had an experience like that ever before in my life. So I'm over here like, man. So we thankfully make it back to Tampa and stuff like that. And at the time, they went ahead and said that, you know, hey, they're gonna go ahead and get, you know, some technicians to take a look, you know, and hopefully within the next 10-15 minutes or so, like, they'll have an answer for us, so that way we can go ahead and go back, you know, en route to Texas and stuff like that. Yeah, so that time passes, and ultimately they're like, yeah, so it's gonna take a little bit longer than that. And so because of that, you know, they gave people the option of, you know, going ahead and getting off of the plane to make alternative plans and stuff like that if people were gonna be missing their connecting flights, or if their plans were gonna be altered because of that. And at first I was just like, okay, you know what, it's still cool, like, you know, it was still in the morning time. Obviously Dynamite wasn't until the evening, so I'm like, okay, cool. Fast forward, guys, I ended up being stuck at the airport for like 7 hours. 7 hours. At this point, I'm not making it to Dynamite on time. I'm not. And then ultimately, I had to try to find an alternate way to get there. And American Airlines tried to get me on a flight to have me get in there at 6 o'clock with United. So I go ahead, try to rush with United to go through the check-in process with them. I get to their counter, and then they tell me no, just like that they are not going to permit me to check in with them because I won't make the flight on time, and that I needed to go back to American Airlines so that way they could put me somewhere else. So I go back to American Airlines, and the person I'm dealing with is starting to give me a hard time because they're like, hey, why are you coming back here? What is this? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, American Airlines is the one who did this. Like, and United is telling me that they can't help me. I need to go back to you guys. Long story short, I get no help whatsoever, other than the fact that they said that they can go ahead and cancel the flight and then give me a credit back. And I said, well, can you look for another flight? And they're like, well, no, we can't do that. And I'm like, okay, so you guys are canceling my flight. I'm not going to be able to get to my destination, and you guys can't help me look for another flight. So then I go ahead and start looking, and thankfully, Southwest is amazing. I find a flight that goes out, but obviously it is not getting to Texas until 6 o'clock. But I was like, okay, I'll take it. Now, mind you guys, this is a one-way flight. Okay, it was just under $600. Okay, $600. So I go ahead and tell American, I'm like, okay, look here, I found a flight. Can you go ahead and please book that? And they're like, oh, we don't do business with them. And I'm like, okay, but you guys are supposed to be trying to find me a flight to get to my destination, which now I am going to be late to attend my event. Long story short, I go ahead, I book my flight with Southwest. I go ahead and have them cancel I have American cancel the flight so that way I can get a credit, and off I go. Thankfully, once I got onto Southwest, it was smooth sailing getting there. But obviously, I didn't get there until late, and I missed literally half of the show. I got there right when, the match with Wardlow and Scorpio Sky had ended, which I was super upset about because obviously that was one of the matches I was obviously looking forward to because, as you guys know, I love Wardlow. But I digress. Like I said, I was there for the second half of the show, and I did get to go ahead and see the match, which obviously was the main reason I was going there to see, and that was to see the steel cage match of Thunder Rosa versus Britt Baker, which, guys, oh my gosh, that match for me was absolutely incredible, guys. It was so special to me for so many different reasons and stuff like that. And I don't think I've ever felt as proud and stuff like that. To be, a Latina, to be, a woman, and just, being there, seeing those girls like main event Dynamite and doing it for the championship in a steel cage match. I mean, it was so freaking incredible, guys. Like I really enjoyed the match and stuff like that, and it definitely made up for what I was expecting to see during Revolution weekend and stuff like that, which I had told you guys before that, man, I was really hoping to see Britt Baker, Thunder Rosa, like go at it and like, give us this like instant classic match and stuff like that. And like I said, we ended up not getting that, but I finally understood why, because we got to see this incredible match, this beautiful art in motion take place there in San Antonio, and it was absolutely incredible. I was so happy for both of them because they both put on an incredible match and stuff like that. Obviously both of them couldn't win and stuff like that, and I think the way and the fashion that Rosa won it was incredible. And I am not going to take anything away from Britt Baker. She is, my, favorite female wrestler in AEW. I mean, she literally took the women's division, literally put it on her back, guys, and literally like put it right up there. Those two women literally, I mean, created magic, and it was so beautiful, and the energy was just it was intense, and it was raw, and it was real. And to be able to have been there to experience that, it was well worth all the crap I had went earlier on in that day, just to be able to be there to see that and to witness that. So for that, I am absolutely so grateful for that. So, and then of course, obviously, I was there, in time, obviously, to be able to see the Rampage tapings, which, as you guys know, if you guys don't know about, by now, I got to see Max Caster take on Keith Lee, which I absolutely loved that match. I loved seeing Max get this type of, what do I want to say? Attention, this type of, TV time, because he deserves it. He's incredible, and he's just perfect, guys. Okay, he's the best wrestler alive. Okay, and anytime we could see Max spit some bars, hello, sign me up. And especially on Keith Lee, which you guys know I'm sorry, guys, I'm not a fan of Keith Lee. So me getting to hear that freestyle that he did on Keith Lee was super special, and my absolute favorite now, because you guys know how I feel about Keith Lee or whatever. So that was great. It sucks, obviously, Max didn't get the win, which, duh, I obviously knew that wasn't going to happen. But it was good to see him have, the main event on Rampage, because he deserves it. So that was that. San Antonio, as far as the crowd, I have to tell you guys, as you guys know, I have been to several shows and stuff like that within the last year, different cities and stuff like that. And San Antonio, by far, was my favorite crowd. They absolutely brought it, guys. The energy that San Antonio had in that building was beyond electric. It was incredible. I mean, it was packed. I mean, it was like literally floor all the way up, all the way around, fans everywhere. It was absolutely incredible to be a part of that, because oh my gosh, like, I mean, if I ever doubted or questioned, yeah, San Antonio is definitely a wrestling town. And like, honestly, guys, I fell in love with San Antonio. I mean, it was an absolutely beautiful city, and I had no idea how deep, how hardcore they are about wrestling until that night. So I will say, if you ever get a chance to go to San Antonio and to go to see a wrestling show, highly recommend. So there's that. So now switching gears a little bit. Oh my gosh, guys, like today is Sunday. Today is what's day? I think it's like the 28th or 29th. But guys, literally, Wrestlemania is literally like right around the corner. We are less than 7 days away from Wrestlemania. And not even just Wrestlemania, guys. There is so much wrestling, okay, is happening over the next couple of days that I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep track. Holy crap. Okay, I'm going to start off by talking about one of the matches that I am absolutely looking forward to the most, and it is one I have been asking for, and I have been like putting it out there that I want, and we're finally getting it, guys. Let me show you guys. If you guys haven't seen on my socials and stuff like that, the sign I've done, which now has manifested, and it is happening, and I am so freaking happy, and I cannot wait, and I think you guys may have an idea of what match I'm talking about. But hold on, let me grab it. Let me grab it for you guys. Ta-da! Yes, guys, yes, we're getting it. We are getting it. The top guys versus them boys, guys. Freaking Supercard of Honor. Like, guys, I can't freaking believe it. I am like shocked. Okay, first and foremost, Supercard of Honor is happening because I'm not gonna lie to you guys, whenever they had made the announcement a few months back about like, oh, you know, Ring of Honor, you know, closing its doors, or like we're reevaluating, blah blah blah, I honestly thought, I'm like, hey, okay, that's the end of Ring of Honor. And especially when I saw that Jay Lethal actually signed with AEW, I'm like, yeah, you know, Ring of Honor is no more. And then fast forward to Jacksonville, you know, and then we hear TK make the announcement that he bought Ring of Honor. I was like, what? Like, holy crap, like, yes. Which is what I had been saying for I don't know how long, that like he needs to buy Ring of Honor, if anything, for content. And boom, he got it. And not only that, he's announcing, yeah, like, I'm running Supercard of Honor. Yeah, it's gonna be during Mania week. Yeah, it's gonna be freaking amazing. And guys, what does he announce for the match? This match, guys, this match, we're finally freaking getting it. Oh my gosh. Guys, I have never been more excited, okay? More excited to see Supercard of Honor than I am, okay, for this upcoming week. I'm like beyond excited, and I'm excited for the talent and stuff like that, because I have a feeling that TK is going to go ahead and take Ring of Honor and just make it just as prestigious as AEW. So I'm excited for all of the talent that is going to be on Ring of Honor and stuff like that, because I think that's just going to open up and just give even more opportunities to some of these other wrestlers out there. So I am beyond excited. I seriously cannot wait for that match to take place. So I can't even like, okay, if I had to pick, I would have to go with FTR, because I remember seeing them guys like back here in Tampa, like back, I mean, way back in the day when they had first started out in NXT and stuff like that. Like, man, and just to see them going from there to where they are right now, it's absolutely incredible. But I'm not going to take anything away from the Briscoes, because the Briscoes have literally been around for over a decade and then some. Okay, they literally have been in the game. They have nothing left to prove, because they are one of the best tag teams in this generation and stuff like that. So being able to see these two teams literally go at it and stuff like that, I can't freaking wait. But like I said, if I have to pick, I mean, I don't want to, but if I have to pick, I definitely have to go with those, you know, those boys FTR, because they are something special. Okay, they literally have won every single tag team title that they could possibly win, with the exception of Ring of Honor. So I think we're going to see magic that night, guys, and I obviously can't wait. So are you guys going to go? I heard, from what I understand, that, you know, if you know, Ring of Honor's Supercard of Honor is going to be on Fight and stuff like that. So if you guys aren't going to be able to be there in Texas for it, you know, you should guys look into it and see if you could download or get it for pay-per-view and stuff like that, because it's going to be a match you guys don't want to miss. I guarantee it's going to be an instant classic. But so with regards to that, as far as Supercard of Honor, you know, that's what's going on. And Friday for me, that's going to be what my focus on. But on Thursday, which is when I get in to Texas, it's going to be all about GCW, guys. Holy moly. It's going, and you know what, for me, it's kind of special in a lot of ways, because it is the year anniversary for me that I got introduced to GCW. So I feel like I've been a fan of GCW forever, but realistically, I only like found out about GCW literally just a year ago at Mania last year, when it was here in Tampa. And that's thanks to my friend who had said, hey, like, you know, we're going to this, you should come. And I was like, oh, well, what is it? And he's like, it's this. And I was like, oh, okay. So I went, and of course, like, it like literally changed my life, because I was like, holy crap. Yeah, this is nothing like WWE or AEW. So I was just like, man, this is insane. But I was instantly hooked, you know. So as far as that, it's literally going to be a full day of GCW. Like, there's that night, the main event, or like the main show, which I believe starts at midnight. There's going to be a show called Planet Death, you guys, which is literally going to be all death matches in that card. So that's going to be freaking insane. Like, I don't know how the heck I'm going to be able to make it through all of that, because there's going to be Bloodsport that day, and there's going to be Joey Janela's Spring Break happening too. So it's literally going to be a full-on 8-hour plus of like hardcore extreme wrestling, and that's just night one, you guys. So I don't even know how I'm going to be able to be ready for all of that. So, but I'm going to try my best, because like, I want to see all of it. So yeah, so that's Thursday. And then Saturday, we got Wrestlemania night 1, you guys. Oh my gosh. So I have to admit, guys, I'm not like super like excited for WrestleMania. I mean, as far as the card, I'm not gonna lie to you, but guys, it's WrestleMania, okay? The magic of WrestleMania, like, there's nothing that compares and stuff like that. So for me, I'm gonna be super excited just to be able to be there and stuff like that with my friends and stuff like that, and be able to cheer on like the people that I like regardless, like Drew McIntyre, because he's amazing and I love him. So there's that. And then you have WrestleMania night 2 that's happening and stuff like that. So that's supposed to be the bigger card and stuff like that. So as far as it being a little bit more exciting or whatever, to me, I don't know. I think the most exciting thing that could happen at WrestleMania, and that's if it does, is Cody Rhodes. pops up. I mean, guys, is he gonna pop up? Is he gonna be there? Is he gonna show up? Is he gonna show his face at WrestleMania? I don't know. But guys, like, what's his deal? Like, is he taking a break? Is he getting ready to, like, shock the wrestling world again? What is his deal? What is he doing? Is he gonna fight Seth Rollins? Like, is he gonna sign with hopefully goes back to AEW. Is he gonna sign with WWE though? Like, man, look, here's my thing, okay? So literally his whole AEW career, all he did was take jabs at WWE, and talked about, WWE, and, said all these things, and I mean, talk about like how he was treated and like, all that stuff. And then for him to re-sign with WWE, like, I don't know how I feel about that. But, people got to get paid, and hey, if the price is right, can you be mad at the guy? But my thing is like, again, all that, you based a lot of your career in AEW about, how you were mistreated and like, taking these small jabs, and then you're just gonna turn around and be like, hey, just kidding, I'm back. I mean, I don't know, guys. I don't know. But I will have to say, a match between Cody and Seth, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I want to see that match. I would love to see that match. I think that would be an incredible match. A match which, I didn't think that I'd probably see. Well, I didn't think I would see, the American Nightmare versus, the Architect, the Messiah, well, he's got so many names now, Seth Rollins, but to see them in a match and stuff like that. So I think that would be awesome. I think that'd be an awesome match to see. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I think it would definitely get the wrestling world talking again to have, Mr. Cody Rhodes, go back to WWE. So I think honestly, from WrestleMania, at least for me, I can't speak for, everyone else. I think for me, that's going to be my main, like, is it going to happen? That's what I'm looking forward to, finding out, what's going to transpire or what's going to happen. And that's if he does show up, which, like I said, I'm not going to be mad at him. Again, people got to do what they got to do. You know what I mean? So again, but we shall see. I know that if we do get Cody in WWE again, I think that's going to, open up, hopefully some changes in WWE and stuff like that. But, who knows? We'll see. I mean, at this point, I'm ready to see someone other than Roman. Like, come on, guys. Okay, he's the champ. And let's be honest. Okay, you guys tell me, do you think he's going to walk out as champion at Mania? Or do you think it's going to be Cowboy Brock? I mean, I have to be honest with you guys. As much as I'm not, too crazy about Roman, I think it's going to be, Roman. And that way they can go ahead and unify the titles, which I'm actually okay with. I think they should just go ahead and have the one title. I don't think it should be separate per brand. I think it should just be the one title. So if they do that, and for that reason, I'm totally okay with that. And that way we could go ahead and put some attention back on the Intercontinental Championship, guys. It's been forever. It's been forever where we've had, prestige on the Intercontinental Championship. I mean, I'm probably going to age myself, but I remember back in the day when that title literally was just as prestigious as the WWE Championship. So if we go ahead and go back to having one WWE Championship, that'll hopefully allow us to get some more attention onto the Intercontinental Championship and the U.S. Championship too. So we'll see. So, man, That's a lot. That's a lot, but I am super excited. I can't wait. I'm going to be out there and stuff like that. I get there, like I said, Thursday. I leave on Monday night because I don't know about you guys, but I'm not going to stay for Raw. I remember back in the day, yes, Raw was literally the show to be at after Mania because you'd have all these surprises and like you'd have these, people being moved up to the main roster. But for me, at least over the last couple of years, it's kind of lost its flair to me. So I'm not going to stay for that. So, but still, I mean, obviously I'll be tuned in to watch and everything like that. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I am not going to lie to you guys. I'm super excited. I'm like trying to conserve my energy because I know it's literally going to be a wild ride. Okay. And the thing is like, I was at first kind of bummed out because I was thinking, I'm like, man, it'd be cool to have like AEW, like just a part of, the Mania week, because we're literally getting everything else. We're getting Impact, we're getting New Japan, Ring of Honor is going to be out there. You have all these small indie shows or indie promotions that are going to be out there. Obviously WWE and stuff like that. But then, it's been said that, AEW is never ever going to run or compete with WWE during Mania week, which I can understand that and that's smart. But again, it's kind of a bummer, like it'd be cool to have, some of the roster, some of the talent and stuff like that to be involved in some way. And now, thanks to Ring of Honor, we're going to get to have that. So, there's going to be plenty of AEW talent out there during Mania week. So I'm super excited about that. Heck, during GCW, Mox is going to be a part of Bloodsport for GCW. So he's going to be out there. So guys, Texas is about to get turned up. It's going to be a party, and I honestly cannot wait. I feel like I have been waiting forever for this week to get here. So I am super excited. I can't wait. I know there's going to be plenty of stories, plenty to talk about, and stuff like that once I get back. So, be on the lookout for that. So if you guys are going to be going to Mania, are you guys going to be out there during Mania week? Let me know. Drop it in the comments. Let me know which shows you guys are looking forward to going to. What matches during this whole Mania week that you guys are looking forward to seeing and stuff like that. And, is there some particular like things to do during Mania week and stuff like that that aren't necessarily like mainstream that you guys could recommend? Whether there's like these, like little pre-game parties or things like that, whether it's through GCW, Ring of Honor, Impact, or any of these other promotions that you guys would recommend or that you guys think that it would be cool for me to check out and stuff like that. Because I, for one, I am going to try my best to cover and do as much as I can, because this is it, guys. This is the week, okay? This is, for me, what's going to bring to a close my year-long tour of like wrestling and stuff like that. So I'm super excited to be getting into all of that. So yeah, so all right, you guys, that is it for me. I just wanted to jump on here and just like, man, talk to you guys about like everything that's upcoming. And again, thank you guys so much for helping me reach 100 subscribers. I am so excited. Oh my God, I'm so happy. And I see that there's potential to be some really cool stuff going on and happening for me and stuff like that. So I'm hoping as time goes by and stuff like that, I could go ahead and share some more things with you and stuff like that. And I know I have to go ahead and do that unboxing video of the AEW Upper Deck cards, which I will get around to, but I just had to jump on here real quick, again, just because of everything that's going on behind the scenes as far as with wrestling and stuff like that. I had to come on here and talk to you guys about it and stuff because I am hype. And I know if I'm hype, you guys have to be hyped too. So like I said, I wanted to jump on here and like talk to you guys about it and stuff like that. So, but yeah, the next video, like I said, I'm going to try my best for it to go ahead and be my unboxing video. So stay tuned for that. So thank you guys again for stopping by, checking out my video. And to you guys that are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please, please, please hit that like button for me. Subscribe and share, okay, for more of my wrestling shenanigans and stuff like that. You guys all take care. I will see you guys next time. And remember, guys, wrestling is life. Bye.